Hi everybody, I do hope this finds you well. I don't know if the first 6 weeks of lockdown has been absolutely wonderful for you and you feel on top of things and you've got a rhythm and you've been praying and you feel really close to God and connected with the church, or whether it's been chaos and you feel like you're exhausted and overwhelmed. Um, but what I do know is that the first 6 weeks don't have to dictate the next 6 weeks, and we've always got choices. And what I want to do today is just recommend three little resources that might help us wherever we are in this journey of lockdown, doing Christian faith, following Jesus. And one of the great things about lockdown is it reminds us of something that's always true, and that is that we're always responsible for our own spiritual growth. Sometimes when we're regularly part of church and going to services and small groups and all that sort of thing, you can feel like spiritual growth is something that's done to you. But actually, we all have to take responsibility for our own spiritual growth. And so here are three resources that are just little one-off things that I've just found really helpful recently. The first is a poem by George MacDonald. Now, George MacDonald, C.S. Lewis described as his master, which is high praise indeed when you think about it. Lewis said that he doesn't think he ever wrote a book without quoting MacDonald somewhere. A really profound Christian thinker, just not as famous as C.S. Lewis. And in this poem that you'll see linked at the bottom of this vlog, it just helped me to come to terms with some of the frustrations I've got right now, and to help me to trust God with the future by being faithful to Him in the next thing, in the present moment. And I just encourage you to read it through a couple of times slowly and let it percolate, let it bounce around your mind, and then use it for prayer, just to say, okay, Lord, what's the next thing that you want me to do? So the first resource is a prayer by George MacDonald. The second is a little preach. It's only about 8 minutes long, and it's by one of my favourite preachers, Andy Stanley. And it was at the start of the crisis when everybody was talking about choose faith, not fear. And Andy just says, well, actually, maybe it's not as simple as that. Maybe fear is an important part of faith. So I'll let you listen to that and reflect on that. And then the third one, the final one for today, a song that I've found really helpful. Now, music is always a bit of a personal taste thing, and I'll probably recommend some others next week, which other, music you may not like. But this is a song by my old friend Matt Redman, and it talks about being still and knowing that He is God. But there's this wonderful line in it where he simply says, and whilst we may be in the storm is not in me. And I encourage you to listen to it again a couple of times and use that as a platform, as a trigger point for your own prayer, that may be true of us, that we might be in this corona storm, but that storm might not be in us, that we would walk with God. So there you go, three resources. You can just find them at the bottom of this vlog on the link there on the webpage. And I just want to just send my love and best wishes, and praying that we as a church will learn to grow and thrive during this lockdown time. God bless you.